Instagram, Kanye West. Kanye West got suspended on Instagram. He has deleted all of his Instagram posts. From what I've heard, it's not because they all violate whatever the terms of service is. I've heard that he just deleted them because he got suspended. Now, here's the point. I think everybody's starting to realize, like, yo, we're all at the mercy of Instagram. Instagram is shadow ban me. I gotta wait a certain amount of time. I speak to them, like, they just got my page verified. They got off the record clips verified. If you haven't watched or seen, please make sure to follow this. Like, I do have a relationship with them. So look, Instagram off the record clips is verified, and it's verified because of them. Salute to them, thank them. But also, man, Instagram kind of controls us a lot, man. Like, yo, if Instagram don't like what you're saying, if they don't like your position at the time, if they don't like what you're doing, they could just kind of erase you. And I think, of course, a little peon like me, I can't really do much. I'm at the mercy of them. Shit, like, if you don't know, if you're wondering what's going on with me and shadow ban in the center, I've talked to them. They said they're looking into it, but I don't think a company like that ever is going to admit to it. And from what I've kind of gauged at it, I just have to wait the time. So there's a time that you have to wait when you're shadow banned, and unless you're shadow banned for like some really crazy shit, like if you do porn or some shit, like or OnlyFans, they're gonna fucking shadow ban you for life. But for me, I think there's a time limit, and after I get through the time limit, I should be good. It is what it is. Yeah, but Kanye West, is a pretty notable figure on the platform, he got suspended for what he was saying, and I think Kanye West, just off his ego and just how he probably felt like, yo, that was a platform he was using. I think Kanye is probably going to look into making his own social media platform. I think a lot of people are because Instagram is really they're turning to Meta now. They're getting really restrictive. Like it's not the same thing, and they want to control what you say. They want to be able to shut you up. This and third. Kanye West and his whole plight, I don't think that's some shit he's cool with. So we'll see what Kanye West does. We saw the game complain about it. We've seen French Montana and a couple other people complain. And not that they were defending what Kanye was saying about Skeet, but they were like, yo, listen, how is Instagram just ready to be up and, like, just hit a button and be like, yo, you're suspended. You can't talk. You like, you know what I mean? It's very powerful. And I've talked about this many times. People are realizing the power of social media. Like, social media could be essentially more powerful than government. If people are if they're taking in the news and all these other things about the government and the country they live in through social media, and you control social media, and you can control what they see, control what they hear, make them see that, make them not see that. You could essentially control what they think. And I think people are realizing that. This is why, you've seen Google, you've seen Facebook or Meta, also Instagram, it's on the Meta, Twitter, and other social media platforms, including Google, just being like, they're fucking getting pressured every year in Congress because people want to know, like, how much power do y'all have? And, seeing this happen to Kanye is like, not saying I'm agreeing with anything that Kanye was saying, it's just like, people realize the only person who could really shut you down and make real change for Trump, it wasn't the government, because it's based off people voting. So people could vote Trump in. But if a social media company says no more Trump got to go make his own shit, right? So Twitter and Instagram said no Trump. It's no Trump. He did another podcast. They said, we don't like this Trump. Got to go do some other shit. So it becomes really, difficult. Anyway, I'm about to get off of here, man. Thank y'all for watching and vibing with me for a little bit. I have a bunch of stuff to do. Today is Saturday. Hopefully you guys are having a great and happy and very, fruitful, what do you call it again? Spring break. I feel like everybody's in Miami. So to all the people who are having fun, you guys work hard. You deserve it. I'm going to try to figure out some stuff to do. I will be in Orlando next week, and I will be also in Florida as well, but I got a couple things to do, all right? I love y'all so much. I know y'all probably want me to stream more right now, but I got some stuff to do. And also, I do have to do, I got some podcasts. I'm behind podcasts, so I got to put some shit up, all right? People say, talk about Latto. I agree with Latto. So if you don't know, Latto mentioned, I believe. Let me see if I can pull that up before I get off here. Thank you for bringing that up. So Latto mentioned, I believe. Wait, let me see. Is it on the Shade Room? It might be on the Shade Room. Let's see. So Latto was interviewed, and I didn't even think of asking her this. And by the way, I wouldn't even think people would be honest about, saying things like this. However, Latto, let me see, is she? Do I got it here? No. Where is it? Let's see. I'm gonna find it. Latto. Hold up. Latto. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. Right here. So Latto says there was a male rapper who, on her album, who made it difficult for her to secure a feature because she wouldn't respond to the DM. I guess that person wanted to fuck her. And this is what she said about it. I'll play the clip.
Men, you know what I'm saying? They don't know how to keep it business, and then they want to like.
What do you mean by that?
So like, I don't care. Like, baby, I'm gonna just keep it 100. It's a feature on my album that it was difficult to clear, and they like trying to drop their nuts on me because I won't respond to a DM.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? Is it and without saying the name, but is it artist or producer or somebody?
Artist.
Oh wow.
Artist, yeah.
And they'll still be on the album?
Yeah, just because I love the song so much and I had to turn it in yesterday, so I didn't really have a choice. So I was like backed into a corner like bully. But I wish more females would speak up on stuff. I know like the labeling and stuff, they say, don't do that, bad business, whatever. Man, these folks be trying to drop nuts on female rappers.
And then,
like, I'm not going to shut up about it.
Also, too, Latto, it's like you got to expose the game, too.
Yeah.
Because there's somebody that's coming up either next to you, behind you, or, it could be a year or two. And sometimes, Latto, we think.
Deal with these men, you know what I'm saying? They don't know how to keep it business, and then they want to, like.
What do you mean by that?
Latto, we think that that's the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
Like, some people probably think like, oh, that's how you get in the business.
Right.
That's how you get a song
We tolerate
cleared.
too much. We think like, oh, well, that just come with the game being a female rapper. No, it shouldn't, though.
Right.
I'm
It
sorry you
shouldn't.
have to
That's
deal with
lame.
that.
Because
Yeah, it's
they
lame.
definitely wouldn't do that to pick any male rapper.
You ain't doing that to your fellow male rapper.
Yeah, you're not
Like,
hitting
come
future up
on.
like, hey, man, what's happening, man? What's
Come
up?
on.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, let me stop it and say this. I don't know is this supposed to be Kodak? Is it? Is it Kodak? Okay, let me just say this. I think Kodak, and there's certain male rappers who feel like they don't even, like they're doing a favor for female rappers. Let's be very clear. There's a lot of male rappers who believe that because of their caliber, because of their legacy, because of their work, they're doing a favor for female rappers. And then they oftentimes think, what am I getting out of it? Some of the rappers are going to say, am I fucking the chick? Some of the rappers are going to say, am I getting all the publishing? Or some of the rappers are going to be like, am I getting a lot of royalty points? Some of the people are going to be like, yo, am I signing that person? Okay? I think Kodak recently, especially like, there's been many female rappers, and let's just be very clear and blunt. We saw Meg Thee Stallion run off with his slogan. We saw his song pretty much be the backbone for Cardi B's big hit. I think Kodak is operating, and I think other rappers are operating like, yo, listen, this ain't for free. Now, granted, here's the thing, and this is why I want to encourage, because I don't think this is right. Don't take me to say I'm agreeing with this. I think for female rappers, y'all should say this. If a rapper doesn't think that the merit of the song y'all are doing or the merit of your career warrants them doing the song for either a swap, which is pretty much pro bono, right? So swap for swap, you give them a song, they give you a song, right? Or maybe like you're paying them and whatever. If they feel that they need to sleep with you, they feel you need to wine and dine them, this and third, you should look at yourself and say, I'm not at that level yet. Or maybe you are at that level, but that artist don't feel like you're at that level. I'm not gonna co-sign rappers like Kodak wanted to sleep with the people he works with. But also, I'm going to say to female rappers that, listen, sometimes I've seen tracks with y'all, like, y'all don't deserve to be on the same tracks with some of these guys. And you have to have that wherewithal to say, hey, listen, it's because of that these weird things are happening. And I'm not trying to belittle anything that Latto got going on. Because, put it like this, if Drake wanted to do a song with me, right? It's probably going to come with like a caveat, like, yo, I'm going to do the song with you, but you got to do this, and the third. Bro, that's just how it goes. It goes like that for male rappers. Maybe it's not for sex, but it's like, yo, I'm going to do the song, but you got to sign to me. Like, you know what I mean? People post people because they expect people to sign to them. They post people because they expect people to ride for them. They expect people blah, blah. Now, granted, it's a very interesting and difficult thing to talk about because when it comes to women, it comes to like talking about people expecting sex, which is never cool. We get that. But we just have to be honest with ourselves to say, hey, if somebody is expecting something and you feel that's not what it should be, reevaluate where you are. Maybe it's not even a diss. Kodak Black, I've said before, Kodak Black is a very experienced rapper. Latto, City Girls, even Cardi B at the time, you guys are very new rappers. Okay, even like, Dream Doll or Chinese Kitty, you guys are really new rappers. For him, he could by the way, I've seen this before. Drake has asked, and I've seen Drake have gotten 95% of the publishing on a particular record when he did for somebody else. You know why? The other person was new. Like, everything comes with a cost. Now, we got to keep repeating. I'm not saying that a sexual cost is ever to be co-signed, but a lot of female rappers and even male rappers know that when you're working with someone, you should have the wherewithal when your talent has brought you there versus your looks and other things. Okay? And as soon as you start seeing that shit, I'm going to be honest with you, with Latto saying that, the first question I would say to Latto is, Latto, why'd you put that song on your record? You basically belittle yourself by putting that record on. Okay, even if you didn't fuck him, you put that record on your tape. Now you basically, that dude didn't think you were worthy enough without some sexual escapades because that's how he propositioned you for you to keep the record. Or for him to sign off on the record. However you did to get the record, if you really cared about that, you should say no to it. Because now it makes him feel like you needed the record that bad. That's the only thing I'm saying. Turn that record down. You got to turn that record down. You can't be like, oh, I kept the record. Now, do I think that Latto did anything with that particular person? Or if it was Kodak? No, fuck no. But you got to turn that record down. Because you have to set the standard of what your career is going to be judged by. The reason why people thought they could proposition you with sex or these sexual advances when you're an artist is probably because they thought that, like, yo, hey, I'm so lit and you need me so much, you're probably going to think about it or you might do it. When you turn that down, a nigga going to know, hey, listen, if you're not trying to work with her because you're trying to work with her, don't even talk to her. But if niggas feel like, oh, you could try to proposition, like, you know what I mean? So again, obviously I'm happy for her that none of that happened, but it's like, in situations like that, female rappers just turn down shit with, I don't care who it's with. By the way, you say, I want to bring other artists, since I've heard about this with other artists, where a nigga has did a song with a chick, and one of the reasons you don't hear the song come out, because shorty never fucked him. Bro, like, well, if you care about standing your womanhood and your, like, yo, I don't want to ever fuck for no records and nothing like that because I'm here to showcase my talent. You shouldn't even care about that record. That record shouldn't come out. Because the moment it comes out, it basically validates what the nigga was thinking about you because he was objectifying you to, hey, you need this, so you're going to do this to get it. That's all I'm going to say. And again, this is not me trying to take sides either between Kodak, if it was Kodak, and Latto. For female rappers, please know that a lot of male rappers look at you and look down at you. They don't think you're as talented as them. They don't think you have enough clout as them. They don't think you belong on the same record as them. And if you were a male, they would turn that record down. when they're saying yes to that record, it's because they want to hang out with you, they want to fuck on you, they want to be in the same vicinity as you. And if you want to make sure that's not a possibility, if somebody propositions you, and even if like you say no and they're like, oh no, you can still put it out, say no to that record, because the mere fact that's what's intrigued them is going to set a standard, and it's going to make people take note because they're going to try other people or maybe you later. Okay? Anyway, I am getting out of here. And by the way, Kodak did say, when he was talking about the City Girls, he's like, yo, these days, he's like, yo, y'all keep worrying about what y'all gonna get. It's about what Kodak gonna get now. He's basically told y'all what he's on. Not saying I agree with him at all, but for y'all women, if that is a problem, there's a lot for a lot of women in the industry. It's not a problem. They will fuck. They will fuck for records. Like, there's a lot of women who used to fuck producers, who used to fuck engineers, who used to fuck rappers for records. If that's not what you want to do, listen, bow out the game, and also make it be clear, and also don't fuck with those type of records, no matter how beneficial it is to your career. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If that was something I believe that was for Nicki Minaj, I don't think that record comes out. But I don't know. Still, I don't blame Latto for doing what she did. But I'm not gonna sit here and pick sides, because it happens in the industry where niggas expect something because they feel they're doing you a favor. The thing is, you never want to be in a position where a nigga feels like you're doing him a favor. When a nigga feels like you're doing him a favor, or when someone feels like they're doing you a favor, it's like, bro, like, I don't gotta give a fuck about you like that. All right? Anyway, chat, I'm getting off here for a while. I got some stuff to do. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I love y'all. And let's keep the message going. I appreciate everything you guys have done.